All right, ladies and gentlemen and ladies, this is a little late for this, but still, we're recording it. I got caught up in some other stuff that I was doing, but yeah, so we're gonna be doing what's next for every UFC Freedom 250 fighter on the card. All right, let's jump right in. All right, start off with Steve Garcia. As you guys know, he got knocked out in the second round by Diego Lopez. This was a big jump for him, so you kind of have to give him credit. He would have just fought the second ranked featherweight, while him being the ninth. But now he's down to 10, so I think a respectable opponent for Garcia would be Aaron Pica. Okay, so let me go into more depth. Garcia, he looked good in the first round. I can't lie, but I mean, I think we forgot that he was going against Diego Lopez for a second. So, but Aaron Pico is kind of an up and comer. He just got into the ranks of featherweight, and I think if Steve Garcia can recover in enough time, I think that Aaron Pico could be an option for next Steve Garcia fight. So yeah. All right, next up we got Diego Lopez. So coming off that, which I just said for Steve Garcia's, that round two knockout, I think that well, all right. Actually, we start up with what I've seen other people thinking. Oh yeah, let's do the Volk trilogy. Are we serious right now? He just fought the ninth. Lopez just fought the ninth ranked featherweight, and he got battered up in the first Volk fight, and he lost even worse in the second fight when all the judges scored it 50-45 Volk. So I don't think Volk. Wait, I don't think Lopez deserves another title shot. But I think we give him Leroy Murphy. Leroy Murphy is the third ranked, so they're one rank away from each other. So I think that this would be a good fight. And then they give. Actually, I won't say that yet. They'll give somebody to Volk. I won't say who because I'm making that video hopefully soon. And then the winner of Lopez Leroy Murphy fights the winner of Volk and that other person. So yeah, I think Leroy Murphy's probably the best opponent for Lopez right now. Okay, next up is Bo Nickel. So this one wasn't really hard because Bo Nickel is now the 15th ranked. I was not expecting that after going against an unranked fighter, but here we are. And I think that Bo Nickel should get Israel Adesanya. Okay, before you get mad at me, I think that Israel Adesanya is on a 4-fight losing streak. He's kind of just became like a Michael Chandler, kind of like just a stepping stone for up and comers. So I think giving Bo Nickel Israel Adesanya is the perfect proving point for Nickel. And I think it's obvious after giving him Joe Pyfer. I think even Dana's given up on Izzy. I haven't, but I mean it's inevitable. Fighters get washed. All right, Kyle Dawkins. Coming off that knockout loss, it's hard to give him a good opponent. So, well, I mean, his opponent is a good opponent. I think the UFC should give him Atiba Gauthier. Atiba Gauthier, I don't know a lot about him, but I'm pretty sure he's like a knockout machine or something. Call me casual if you want, but I barely know any unranked fighters or all that. Yeah, I think Kyle Dawkins should get Atiba Gauthier next. All right, next Mauricio Hufi. All right, I'm trying Hufi. I've heard people pronounce it like that, so why not? Yeah, Mauricio Hufi. It's hard to give him an opponent right now. We'll have to wait it out. But right now, since um Justin Gaethje and Ilya just fought, we already know Arman ain't coming back until he's able to fight Ilya. who else? Paddy Pimblett and Benoit are booked. Max Holloway's booked against McGregor. And let's just be honest. Do we really think that Hoofy's ready for Oliveira? That's what I thought. So I think we just give him Mastus. I don't know. Mastus Gamrot. Yeah. Kind of just a fight to prove himself until some of the other lightweights are ready. Yeah. Yeah. Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler. Well, it's hard to give Michael Chandler a good opponent because he just got KO'd in round 1 against Hoofy. And, I mean, I literally predicted it, so I can't really say anything, but I had hoped that Chandler would do something. But I think that Dana White privilege is going to come in handy, and his next fight will be against 14th ranked Tom Nolan. All right, Tom Nolan and Chandler, they fought only a week away, so they'll have about the same recovery time. So this probably would work. Yeah. Not a lot to say about this. Yeah, I would say that Chandler should retire, but I have a feeling that he's not. He's probably just going to call it Conor McGregor again, which I'm sick of that too. All right, next up we got the Incredible Hulk, aka Josh Hokett. So, Josh Hokett, I know he's calling out Alex Pereira and all that. He's not going to get Alex Pereira. I'll talk about this about Alex Pereira's future in a little bit, but not in a little bit in the next video, but still technically in a little bit. Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. I think they're going to give Josh Hokett his real challenge because he's begging for one, I guess. I think they're going to give him Alexander Volkov. All right, so Volkov and Josh Hokett, they fought like a month away from each other and I think that I think that fight can go either way, depending on what Volkov brings to the table, because I think Josh Hokett's going to bring to the table what he does every time. But yeah, so then Josh Hokett, if he wins, he's number 2 ranked, and that would look pretty good for him as a title contender. Derek Lewis coming off that loss by knockout against Josh Hokett. Oh, he's 41 years old. He didn't retire on the card, but I mean, there's probably still a good chance that he will. But if not, I think that they will give him Marcin Tybura. I don't know a lot about Tybura, so this one's gonna be quick. Yeah, it's Derek Lewis. He's too old to go on another really contender run. Josh Hokett was his only last chance. It was basically his last chance. Ariel Helwani. And no, after that loss, I will not be saying it right. All right, so Ariel Helwani, he just proved to us that he can only win against washed fighters. So I think since they fought back-to-back weekends, I think that it wasn't back-to-back weekends, but still, I think that they'll put him against Davison Figueroa. They have about same recovery time, and he's just a wash fighter. So I think that'd be perfect for Ariel Helwani, and also Clay Sugar. Sorry, and your winner by TKO, Sugar Sean O'Malley. That's somebody texted me. Anyways, so I thought that they were going to have 3:30 co-main event for after the Islam fight would be Merab versus Yan, the rematch, but it wasn't, which is kind of leading me towards them giving the title shot to Suga against Yan for the rematch. Oh, wait, also I'm mistaken. The Murad, thought the Murad and Jan rematch it would be the trilogy. But yeah, I think that if they didn't put the trilogy on the 330 card, I think they're gonna give O'Malley the title shot. Do I think he deserves it? No. Am I gonna say he deserves it because I'm a Glazer? Yes. Cyril gone. All right, so there's still a lot of controversy going on if he deserves this interim belt, but I mean, because Pereira's actually trying to fight it. That's what I've seen. Anyways, so I mean, if somebody's texting again, but all right, where was I? So obviously, if Garn is the interim champion, he'd be going against Aspinall. But if Aspinall still needs more time, they might make Gon defend his interim belt. And if Gon had to defend his interim belt, I think it would be against Waldo Court. No. Oh no. Oh no. I'm sorry, I didn't think this through. I didn't mean to say Waldo Cortez Acosta. I meant to say, um, what's his name? Oh my god. I can't. Sergey Pavlovich. That might be the wrong guy, isn't it? That's the wrong guy, isn't it? No, I have the right guy. Sergey Pavlovich. Yeah, I mean, third ranked heavyweight versus the heavyweight interim champion. Kind of makes sense. I would give him Alexander Volkov, but we're giving that to Josh Hokett, in my opinion. So, yeah. All right, Alex Pereira. So, after that controversial. Damn, I just said that so wrong, didn't I? After that controversial loss against Cyril Gahn, I think even before those legal strikes, he just looked bad. He didn't look like he could carry all that weight around efficiently. But so I think that he should. I don't know if he will. He should move back down to light heavyweight and fight the. I think they'll give him straight to the champion, Carlos Holberg. So, not a lot to say about this. I mean, I think if he was to move down to light heavyweight, I think most people would expect this. So, yeah. All right, Justin Gaethje, new lightweight champion. So, I think personally that Gaethje, he definitely won't be doing a rematch with Ilya anytime soon. And we already know Armin's just gonna wait for Ilya. Oliveira, he has the BMF belt. Holloway apparently only wants to fight in fights that don't really matter, like against Oliveira for the BMF belt and all that. So this might be controversial, but I think Justin Gaethje should fight the winner of BSD versus Paddy Pimblett. I know he just demolished Paddy Pimblett, but I think Pimblett could learn from his mistakes. Maybe. I don't know. But still, I think this would be a partially good fight to watch. Yeah. But we'll see. We'll see. All right. So after getting demolished by Justin Gaethje, Ilya Topuria, who I've heard that he actually broke both of his orbitals. So, I mean, I wish he kept on going. That would have been a historical round 5. But I mean, he probably couldn't see at all. So I don't blame him for throwing in the white flag. But still, I think all Ilya should be focused on right now is recovery. Recovery. But when he does end up coming back, I have a feeling that he's just gonna fight Arman. I mean, Arman's been waiting for him for a while. But I think I'll be right there. I think that after I think no. Why am I stuttering so much for these last few? I think that he should move move back down to featherweight. He's just way too small for lightweight. Willie, probably not. This has been a long video, but that's all I have for today. I have other videos up soon, and thank you all for watching.